This may be a very unpopular opinion, but I find the Charlotte Hornets to be one of the biggest winners of the NBA's offseason. With the number 3 pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets were able to go out and acquire LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball was a major W for Charlotte in so many different ways. Charlotte has young players with great potential to be excited about, but LaMelo is somebody that gets attention that simply is unimaginable. And I truly do feel like Charlotte needed somebody that had massive upside, superstar potential, somebody that was going to sell out arenas and get the Charlotte fans really jumping. It just so happens that LaMelo not only has the talent, has the popularity, but he also makes Charlotte a much better team. And the players around LaMelo Ball are much better players when he's playing. If you've played basketball in real life, then hopefully you've come across at least one good passer throughout your hoop career. If you've played with a good passer, then you know how exciting they are to play with. Personally, when I play with somebody that can pass the ball, I'm more involved offensively. I'm more locked in on defense. I think it's funny that a lot of people thought LaMelo Ball was going to come into the league a chucker, and he's the opposite. This guy is as pure of a playmaker as they come. He sees things steps in advance. You want to know what else is funny? I've seen a lot of people call LaMelo Ball the worst shooter of all the Ball brothers. I'm just going to say right now, if LaMelo Ball is consistently knocking down three-pointers, jump shots, then the league is in trouble. This video, we have a ton to talk about, but before we go any further, today's video is sponsored by SBD Play. SBD Play is a free-to-play sports betting site. Real time and real odds. This is not a fantasy league. You get a virtual $500 cash each week to place moneyline, point spread, or total wagers on a daily selection of NFL, NHL, NBA, or MLB games. Sign up for a free account to make sure you're not missing out on your 500. SBD Play is straight heat. You can choose a league and make great picks with your virtual bankroll. You can find out who wins and then do it all over again. Placing a bet on SBD Play, quick and easy. SBD Play is a great way to test your knowledge and strategies without committing any real money. It's a risk-free environment, so you don't have to lose any money to play. A major shout out to SBD Play for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to click the link in my description box and sign up for SBD Play now. LaMelo Ball shot 25% from 3 in the NBL, so I truly do understand why a lot of people felt like he wouldn't be able to shoot the ball coming into this season. Throughout his career, he's been somebody that struggled with the consistency of their jump shot. I mean, there's simply no way around it. 25% is 25, and LaMelo Ball was taking almost 7 threes a game at 25%. At the end of the day, at least he was taking them, and at least he looked confident shooting the basketball. This may sound silly to a lot of people, but confidence is a great trait to have on the basketball floor. It can seriously take you a very long way. NBADraft.net said LaMelo Ball's jump shot lacks any real consistency, and just like his older brother, that can be attributed to his highly unorthodox shooting form. His release point is low, somewhere between his chin and his chest, and he shoots a shot with below average elevation, leading to plenty of flat shots and bad misses whether open or contested. It's funny because LaMelo did airball a shot in tonight's game, but everybody airballs. I've even seen Stephen Curry airball wide open jump shots. Despite LaMelo Ball struggling from the three-point line in the NBL, he was a very solid free throw shooter at 72%. That 72% is a great sign for Melo's jump shot. The truth is, a lot of young players, as they get older, as they work harder, they typically see their free throw percentage increase. A lot of people like to compare Melo to Lonzo, and I don't think Melo and Zoe are identical players and in identical situations. When ZO2 was struggling with his shot, he was struggling from everywhere. Zoe's rookie year, he shot 30% from the field and 45% from the free throw line, which is a worse percentage than Shaq ever shot in his career. from the free throw line. Lonzo Ball was that bad at shooting free throws, and he's still not great, but at least we're seeing signs of improvement. Last season, Zoe shocked the league and shot 38% from deep. I'm not going to say he was a marksman, but on catch and shoot three-pointers, he's a perfect complement to Zion Williamson. And since we're talking about shooting, we have to talk about how LaMelo Ball shot the ball tonight. This guy was 4 of 9 from the three-point line. Now, with no context, shooting 4 of 9 from the three-point line isn't mind-boggling. But if Ben Simmons walked down the court and went 4 of 9 from 3, the internet would literally break. Now, of course, Melo's not Ben Simmons. He's his own player. And what I just said is definitely maybe a tad bit of a hyperbole. I'm sure you guys understand where I'm coming from. LaMelo Ball is somebody that wasn't supposed to walk into the league and be able to shoot the basketball. If LaMelo was knocking down three-pointers at a legit rate in the NBL, who's to say this guy doesn't end up going number 1 in this year's NBA draft? I talked about this a little bit earlier, but what I love about LaMelo is it truly feels like he doesn't care about his last shot. Make or miss, he's going to have the same confidence. He's going to have the same approach on the next shot. Another thing that I love is that LaMelo Ball is not afraid to get into the lane in order to create plays or just finish around the rim. One thing Zoe really struggled with at the NBA level was consistently finishing around the basket. And it kind of felt like he didn't want to attack because he could not shoot free throws. Melo is such a good playmaker. Everybody is worried about his shooting. Everybody was worried about his scoring. Melo dropped 18 points tonight, and it wasn't a ball-dominant 18. Melo's 18 came within the flow of the offense, and it felt effortless. With Gordon Hayward out of the lineup, Cody Martin got the start tonight. But with Gordon Hayward out of the lineup, I want to see the Charlotte Hornets unleash LaMelo Ball. I understand why you bring a prospect like Melo off the bench, why you bring young players off the bench, but when you draft somebody so high with all of the potential, we just want to see these guys play. Through the course of 2 games, the Hornets had 48 turnovers. They're a young team. They're going to get better with time. Individually, LaMelo has had 10 and 3, which isn't great, but it's a number that I think will definitely drop. Remember, these guys did not have long training camps. There was no summer league. These rookies have to be afforded the opportunity to be rookies. LaMelo Ball is looking like a flat-out beast. And the scary thing is, I think he's just getting started. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm GetLikeCoop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.